Hello team, welcome back to the channel. Right, am I ready to race? If you're a returning viewer, you'll know that I've been on the comeback trail, since August, September, with niggling Achilles injuries and a bit of a hip kind of impingement thing. But over the last few months, the running has actually gone quite well. I've got decent volume, far better volume than I've ever had over the last 5 years, and I'm gradually increasing the strength element of that running. The bike's taken a bit of a backseat, not too worried. I can normally pick up some bike form in about 2 months of decent training. So with a goal of the end of March, UK Sprint Duathlon Championships, I need to get in shape quickly, so no time to lose. So is the running ready? Am I ready to race? There is a local 5k coming up on the 14th of December, 3 weeks time. I'd really like to test the fitness of that. So will I be able to run? Will I be able to race? Let's have a look. Hello folks, right, the last session was a sprint strength focus for the running. Today it's going to be a tempo, under, over, more endurance based. So it's going to be up and down on this road. Not sure really how many I'm going to do. I'd like to get 12k of running in total, so I'm going to do it as 1k reps, 1k under tempo or low end tempo, and then 1k high end tempo, and see if I can sustain that for maybe 10k once I've done this warm up, a couple of k, and then 1k jog, cool down. That's the plan. But the light is fading and it's getting colder. Not sure how well the legs are recovered from that sprint and strength endurance on the last runs that I did. Still pretty heavy feeling in the old legs. Darn it, now it's bloody raining. Rep 1, high tempo. Rep 1, high end tempo, 4:11 pace, okay. A little jog around the loop for a turnaround, and then it's a float, low end tempo for another 800 meters. That's one set through. I need 5 more to go. This is all about perceived effort rather than pace, because the circuit is a bit up and downy, lumpy. Rep 2, getting dark. Three reps in, holding for the high end tempo, around 4 minutes, 10 per k pace. So all good. Calves are starting to spasm though. Feeling that workout from 2 days ago. Rep number 4. Rep number 5. Rep number 6, boom, we've done it. 12 times 800 meters, let's go! Right, the session was 12 times 800 meters, done as low end tempo, slightly uphill for 800, turn around on it out and back, 800 meters back, tempo, keeping relaxed speed with a bit of a turny loopy recovery for 30 seconds in between. It's a meaty session for an old creaky bloke like myself. Crikey, it's cold. Let's get to the gym and get ourselves warm. So we're on the run commute to the gym, which is the normal sketch. Get some running in, get some strength work at the same time. So end of the week, it's been a busy week. I've actually ran, it'll be 5 times this week. So I've had consecutive run days, which is unheard of for me, but it means I've not got much bike work done, which is not good, but you can't do it all, can you? But I need to keep the consistency for the strength work. So it's back to the gym today, and I am aiming to get back to the track to do some speed intensity workout for running. Hopefully Achilles will be able to cope with that and we can get some more run form coming into play. Right, instead of playing some funky tunes, let's have a voiceover. I like to start compound lifts when I do my gym sessions. Normally start with a compound lift, deadlift or squat, just to get the weight on, and then maybe move a bit later on in the session to some more functional exercises with lighter weights. I do like single leg stuff, and here we go. This is a regular one for me, is a single leg burst upwards, as we can see, with a weight on the back. So that's about 40 kilos. I only weigh 60 off myself. So although it's not much weight, it does really well mimic the running motion of bursting up, trying to engage the glutes. So these step ups, single leg with a bar, not a heavy weight and not a big step up either, are more focused on core stability and the speed of the step up. Really try and drill your base foot into the ground and go and get some speed as you step up, which is basically trying to mimic the fast twitch fibers when you're running and get that running motion ingrained into the strength work. Well, that's my logic anyway. Seems to work. What's your thoughts? Once we finish with the single leg bar work, we move over and do more work on the glutes with this kickback hamstring glute exercise. Really start to try and engage their glutes. And then we start going over to the whole body routine, bar dips. If you notice, all the exercises I do are multifunctional, so I don't do little dumbbell exercises. Try and engage lots of muscles all at once. Same goes for the core work. I move into some hanging leg raises, which are a good core work, but they also work the upper body for grip strength and flexing across the whole of the core because you're hanging. And then once I've done sufficient leg raises, I go to the max just doing knee raises, as it gets to burn quite a lot. Right, next we move on to wall balls. Again, engaging the core, bit more dynamic this time, but again, a whole body exercise. This is the core of my whole work really when I go to the gym. Whole body exercises, it's the way forward. This does stress the whole body, and I've got to be careful of my Achilles. Right, on to some finishing exercises now, and you can do these ones at home, couldn't you? But it is really good to get the single work element of bursting up on one leg and then controlling it when you land, if you see. That really helps stabilise, and good for balance as well as core, as well as engaging every part of the muscle of the legs. More finishing exercises, core work with some medicine ball twists, and we move into some V sit-ups with a bit of added weight. And there we go, that's pretty much the whole session. There's a bit of single leg work with the ball there, the Swiss ball. Again, glute, hamstring, flexing. Great work for running, because you do use your hamstrings and glutes for running quite a lot. Right, let's get in the car park. Gym session done. Now to jog back nice and easy to see if I can recover in time for a key session, a key bike run session on Sunday. And I'm thinking I'm going to get some treadmill hills done. But we'll see how the legs recover from that little session, which was most enjoyable. See you on Sunday. So the gym work was on the Friday, 1 day's rest. On to Sunday for my normal bike run key session. Were the legs recovered? Well, the answer was no. But I did get a cheeky bike treadmill session done. Yes. Hello guys, welcome to another key session. As you'll know, if you're a return viewer, I am pretty flexible with the training. And today, it's just got to be go with the flow, see how I feel. So the bike, no set time limit. I'm just going to go through the levels of the paces on Zwift, decreasing the time till it gets that level where the legs are feeling it, the hurt box is just being tickled for a short period of time, and then I'll come back down in a kind of pyramid with the paces, and then I'll jump off, get on treadmill, and I'll do a bit of a yo-yo hill session dependent on how the legs feel, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's get stuck in. Right, let's up the ante, 1 minute burst. This is a bit of a kitchen sink ride. Yeah, throw everything in. We're on 9%, around 410 per K pace, and it's starting to bite. Now the pace goes up, 20-second recovery, then we'll hit 10%. Yeah, legs starting to feel it. So this is recovery on 1%, 10%. Let's do this. We're hitting 11%, 20 seconds burst. Four minutes per K. Recovery. Top of the pyramid, 12%. Yeah, fill that one. Down the pyramid. Okay, treadmill session virtually done. Did a nice hill yo-yo pyramid, followed by some fast feet strides, and now 5 minutes low end tempo. We're about 4:36 per K pace, which after those strides feels very easy. Well, good, running's in a decent place. I think I now need to make sure I stay healthy, get maybe a bit more intensity down at the track, ready for some run races. Can't wait. So what's the consensus? Ready to race? I think I'll do it anyway. 3 weeks time, Boomers 5K at Port Vale. Done it before, ran a reasonably decent time. The weather will play a big part, of course. If it's slippy and icy, it's a non-starter. But it'd be good to have that target ready for. Also, returning to the track, hopefully in December. Can't wait. Okay, that's it for now. See you in the next video.